Folks, when we told you a great reset needs to happen, I'm actually on board now. These just showed up in our house. I don't think I've ever seen a box of Kellogg's Rice Krispie treats. Ever.
I've never.
In our 20 years of being together.
And if you watched our last, when we did...
But guys, snap, crackle, and pop. Them boys sure knew how to get you hooked. You pour that milk in there and them things would talk to you. I remember it as a kid. It's true. I don't know what's in there that they be snapping and crackling, but they do. It's true. Folks, apparently there's 8 vitamins and minerals in this box, so it makes Monica feel better about it.
Welcome back. It is day 18. It is day 18 on the countdown to Christmas. If you've just decided to join us on this train to January 1st, then we are derailing quickly. Today we're making bonbons because every stay-at-home mom just sits around and eats bonbons, right?
Yeah.
That's what people think. Oh. Why couldn't you get anything done? You just sit it down. We're just going to get this party started. We are so glad you've joined us. Addie's going to be my little helper today. I saw this and I've honestly never made this, but you're joining us in this Christmas baking mood and festivity. Adeline, get me 2 cups of peanut butter.
2 cups. Do you have a cup out?
2 cups of peanut butter and half a cup of butter.
Half a cup of butter. Sorry guys. This is not the way to get peanut butter out of a jar if you're trying to get 2 cups. You gotta have a spoon.
Okay, you are going to start with a half a cup of butter, which is, I guess, a stick of butter, isn't it? Normally? Yes. Normally, a stick of butter.
I know the measurements better.
So you're going to start with a half a cup of butter warmed in a saucepan, and you're going to add 2 cups of peanut butter to that. And Adeline is going to get a spatula so that we get every little bit of that peanut butter in the pan.
So,
pat your loved one on the hind pots and
That's a part of the recipe, folks.
in Pops's words. Hind pots. Or in Salem's words, your bum bum.
yeah, he would run around saying that when he was like little.
Your bum bum bee.
Because he couldn't pronounce it right. So he's like,
Okay, it is coming together, melting down, waiting on those last little bits of butter to completely melt, and then we will add powdered sugar and Rice Krispie treats. Okay, Addie, I want you to get us a bag of chocolate chips, please, and get those on the double boiler.
oh, I'm the best at melting them. Because I love chocolate.
And then get some white chocolate, because we're going to drizzle designs over top.
Ooh, lovely.
Okay, while this is coming, going ahead and melting down, I'm gonna get the parchment paper ready, because yesterday when we made those chocolate peppermint pretzels, I should have put them on parchment paper, and I did not, so they stuck. I will not make that mistake again. Adeline is gonna go ahead and get our chocolate. We're gonna get a bag of chocolate chips melted down on the double boiler. And
this is just delicious. I love chocolate. You gave me the right job, Mama.
I gave you the right job.
Eat it.
And then we're gonna drizzle with some white chocolate on top, just for looks. And so she's only gonna do a half of a bag of white chocolate. We're gonna add 2 cups of powdered sugar. We're gonna start with 2.
Like this.
And I'm gonna start mixing this up.
Like this.
And then we're gonna add the Rice Krispie
Like this?
treats. Yeah, they could be heaping.
This is way too big of a bowl, but fine. Do you have any butter?
What?
Do you want me to melt this with butter?
No, I want it to harden.
Well, it usually does anyway for me.
All right, we're gonna add 3 cups of Rice Krispie treats. It's so hard. Oh my goodness, I've gone off the deep end.
Mama, where's that stocking?
I don't know. We don't stuff stockings until Christmas Eve.
Let's tell me the presents first. La, la.
Okay, to this at least we have organic powdered sugar. We've got cultured butter. I've lost all credibility. And next month we're going over our herbs and natural remedies. Okay, I think I need to add a little bit more butter because they've gotten dry. Okay, so
I'm sorry.
I think what I'm up to now is about 4 cups Rice Krispies, 4 cups of powdered sugar. I need to add a stick and a half of butter. I've already added a stick. I think I need about a half a stick more. And 2 cups of peanut butter. Okay, so I'm gonna get this in a bowl.
Like this big?
It's supposed to just roll into a ball.
It's a bit liquidy now.
It's a bit wet.
Wet. Don't use my milk, Ava. This is wet.
So,
It's a bit sticky. Do I put it in chocolate?
hey guys, we're experimenting with you, okay?
Do I put it in chocolate?
No, baby, you have to let it sit so that the butter can harden. So the butter and the peanut butter, everything is warm, so it's essentially loosened up, melted. So what we want to do is we want to get this in balls. We want the butter and the peanut butter to cool, which will then make them harden. That's quite large, Addie. No one can eat that for a treat. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes. We're gonna see if that makes it a little easier to handle. Okay, we're wrapping it up. Thanks for joining us today. We're gonna drizzle these with white chocolate and we're gonna eat them with our 3 o'clock coffee. Merry Christmas.
But what's more important for us is really the internal communication of what titles put off in the organization. You know, obviously, I mean, you know this, you already operate like this, but I do want to over communicate it. We want to have more of a team environment instead of a hierarchical environment. So yeah, the titles are necessary externally, and we even communicate that to people, but internally, as leaders, our employees don't work for us, we work for them. And so we are here to serve them, and that's a multifaceted job. So honestly, that title is going to make us work harder internally than it will externally. The external stuff will be easy. You know exactly what you're talking about. So if somebody wants to call and talk to the president, which is the person that knows how all the moving parts work, you'll be able to slay that. But what's more important to us is how we live out our titles internally. Just throwing all that stuff out there. So, but I do agree with what you're saying as far as like, we did skip a step. There is a missing piece of somebody that's kind of over the whole thing. And then we need somebody that's over all these different departments that's involved in the trucking industry. So that was a good point that you made. I'm glad you caught that.
Come along with me on my night routine.